So there has recently been drama in War Thunder, such as the game being made harder and other things. And I'm going to look at the reviews because, why not? I didn't want to leave a negative review, but Gaijin's blatant contempt for their own players has forced my hand. War Thunder is a game like no other, with a comprehensive damage system, combined arms, and a variety of beautifully modeled tanks, aircraft, and ships. Unfortunately, this uniqueness has left Gaijin with little real competition over the years. What started off as a free-to-play title has over time become less and less free. Gaijin keeps adding nations and vehicles, while at the same time increasing repair costs and lowering RPSL gain. A premium account isn't enough to comfortably progress anymore. Now you also have to buy premium vehicles in every nation. For the new players reading this, Gaijin has recently admitted that they balance free vehicles around a negative SL income for average players. That means they want you to lose money by playing. So you'll be forced to buy a top-tier premium vehicle. This isn't just greedy. It also destroys the matchmaker and the balance of the game. Since you only profit using premium vehicles, they often end up being spammed in battle rating 8.7. More than half the players on each team are in premium tanks. This results in rampant one-death leaving. These players only spawn their premium tank and leave when it's destroyed, leaving their team in a bad position. Sometimes the premium is their only tank for the tier. Other times it's because free tanks aren't worth the high cost to repair. Gaijin and their purposefully frustrating economy is ultimately to blame for this. There's so many other issues and scandals I could bring up, like how you can't repair or extinguish flames on your need tank before unlocking parts and FP. Gaijin wants you to pay gold to skip the grind for these essential tools. In its current state, I wouldn't recommend this game to anybody. That might seem hypocritical considering my hours spent in this game, but believe me, it's new players who suffer the most. Gaijin doesn't care about me, you, or the player base. Don't make the same mistake as me. Find another game that values your input and respects your time. Apology for bad English. Where were you when economy died? I was at house eating Dorito when. Phone ring. Economy is kill. No. Also, review bombing will not Cosmo dying or nullifying in-game prices. If the game is shut down, no one wins. Well, Gaijin, I don't need to win. I just need you to lose. As someone with almost 1,600 hours on this game, don't waste your time on this game with a ridiculous grind. Basic explanation of the in-game economy. This game, like many other free-to-play titles, features an in-game economy, which includes a non-premium silver lions and a premium bot with real-life money golden equals currency. These currencies are used to purchase in-game vehicles and various other items, with the latter golden equals currency used to buy premium content, which lets you speed up the grinding of new vehicles. Well, this all looks fine on paper. Gaijin, the creator of this game, have been abusing economy for years now to milk as much money from its player base as possible. This is done by making the grind extremely difficult, especially at the stages with more modern vehicles, for players that have not spent any money on the game. This difficulty then puts pressure on the free-to-play player base to spend money, and it's only been getting worse very recently. Gaijin has released a patch that changed the economy and balancing of the game. These changes have made it even more difficult by forcing players to grind more vehicles, a good portion of which are often not fun to use to reach the ones they are interested in playing. Another cruel change is the increase of repair costs, which is an amount of silver lions you need to pay in order to repair your vehicles and use them again after dying in them. This increase in cost means players have to earn more silver lions from their battles on average in order to profit, making the grind even less sustainable for free-to-play players. In fact, a staff member on the official War Thunder forum even stated that the grind was only designed to be profitable with premium vehicles content. TLDR, the devs have and will continue to ruin the game by being greedy and making as much money as possible off of the player base. Do not play this garbage. It is not worth the time investment. Dear new players to WT, have played this game for years, have sunk more money into this game than a human should sink into a FTP game, and I cannot see a reason to do either anymore. It used to be you could grind the game for a week with a premium vehicle and have a bunch of stuff unlocked and plenty of silver lions, the in-game currency aka ASL. It wasn't a requirement, it was a nice bonus that warranted you spending actual money on the game. Now you need to be premium to break even in, and I do mean break even, because of previous economy changes. You're heavily punished for losing, but only slightly rewarded for winning in terms of post-game SL and research points. You typically lose lions unless you're using a premium account. To the old heads, get good then scrub, I win lots, so it doesn't affect me. A game's base economy shouldn't punish the people who perform poorly, which is the majority of the player base. It's pure greed that made them realize that since most games are carried by a few top performers, they can milk the majority of the player base for premium just to be able to stay afloat. And the thing is, it does affect you, because soon you'll be playing a dead game with no players present. To Gaijan, you're milking the cow dry, ease up your grip, or you're going to kill it. Even though I have well over 1,000 plus hours in this game on Steam, it only shows around 1,000 BCS. I switched to the mod client. I have access to premium vehicles and a premium account. I am still pretty stuck in the game. I have been an active player in the last 3 years. I could only max out the USS, our ground forces. Overall, the game's reward system and economy is horrible. I cannot imagine a new player's struggles now, the way the game has changed in recent years. I like this game. Solid fun for you and a couple of mates to have a laugh. But over the years, it's become more and more of a grind with one bad choice from the dev team. Biggest being lack of proper balance of vehicles at higher teams. I write this for all of you who love this game. Keep playing it, but don't give the devs another cent until real change happens and not just promise like today's post. Cheers all. I can't understand what these greedy people think, that an unpopular game is gonna make them more money. I have played this game on and off casually for 10 years. Buying premium time and vehicles, sometimes I have not a single top-tier vehicle. I have not the time, nor the patience to sit there and grind myself to play through a nation at a glacial pace, taking months to get anywhere. Right now, for example, I am stuck having to unlock vehicles I don't intend to play because the game forces you to unlock a certain number to progress. But not just unlock them, you also have to buy them with in-game currency, when one of them costs almost $1 million to buy, and a single match might make me 10k on average. And the worst part is, you might take so long progressing through the game that a new update comes out and adds more vehicles in your way to where you actually want to go, like roadblocks. Whenever you get a new vehicle, it's the same song and dance if you want to not pay real money. Buy it, nearly bankrupting you. Put it in a crew slot. The basic crew qualification is the cost of the vehicle again. The stock vehicle is sometimes missing critical components of its operation, such as countermeasures, spare parts, and fire suppression equipment. Meaning a single stray round can mean game over for you if you get unlucky. Unlock the same critical components you had to every single vehicle before this. Make a pitiful amount of in-game currency because the repair costs will eat most of your profits. Get halted in your progress because no, you obviously can't go from one vehicle model directly to a slightly more advanced one. You have to go and buy all these 3 others to progress, even if you are only interested in whatever line you are currently playing. Go playing a completely different, lower ranked vehicle to make money. Realize you spend a week without getting anywhere, really. Your vehicle is still underperforming because you couldn't afford to make the crew qualification. At least basic. The game progresses relatively smoothly and fast in the lower tiers, but once you hit rank 3 in any nation, stop trying. It's just a waste of time. I love you guys, and goodbye.